Hello, my name is Zhang Lu. I'm currently pursuing my master's degree in communication. Thanks for sharing the time with me today to view my game proposal for grasp emotion. Things don't always go as planned, and we experience daily stressors in life. You woke up one day and realized that you only had 10 minutes to shower and get dressed. Then you throw yourself in a car and encountered horrible traffic while driving to school. Class began, and you received a low grade for the midterm. At night, you go back home after having a fight with your partner. Finally, you tossed yourself on the bed and felt life sucks and didn't know where did all the stress came from. Have you ever experienced a day like this before? About one-third of U.S. college students had difficulty functioning in the last 12 months due to depression, and almost half said they felt overwhelming anxiety in the last year, according to National College Health Assessment, which examined the data from more than 150 colleges in the United States. Have you ever stopped for a while and thought, is there anything that could make me feel better, or try to avoid experiencing the same emotions problem in the future? If the pain of life is unavoidable, could we choose how we treat those pains? This is what I am going introducing today, a game that allows us to have a chat with our pains and struggles, and help us suffering less. Psychologist wisdom provides us with some ways that could help us regulate our negative emotions. The process model of emotion regulation by James Gross sheds light on this topic. Thinking about this scenario, you find out your friend said something poorly about you behind your back, but act like your friend to your face. You feel hurt and angry at the same time. This model suggests that one way you could make yourself feel better is to avoid the situation that trigger your negative emotion. So you could choose to cut off the tie with this person. A second option could be shifting your attention away from the current situation. So you could take out a book to read so that you could escape the hurt feeling for a bit. The third approach is to reappraise the events. This means trying to face the negative events and find solutions or reinterpret the event in order to make yourself feel better. So you could try to reinterpret the event such that there may be some misunderstandings, and try to initiate a conversation with your friend to change the unsatisfying situation. Life is not like an exam. There's no absolute right answer for each choice we make. Likewise, there's also no absolute right answer for which strategy works best to combat your negative emotion. So here comes the grasp emotion game. Grasp emotion is a game with the aim of helping players to understand and regulate their negative emotion better, and help players to figure out greater solutions to their emotion problems. The game will be in notebook format so that players could carry it with them wherever and whenever they go. The main audience for this game are college students who are facing stressful events in their life. The audience can also be students who are learning the emotion regulation theory in psychology or communication class. In terms of how the game will be played, let's think of another scenario. One day you broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You felt an irretrievable loss was happening in your life. However, tears could not rewind the time. Instead of letting yourself being swallowed by the negative emotions, there's something you could do, which is take out your notebook and play the grasp emotion game. When you open the notebook, you will find the reflection pages with several questions on them. Just imagine the reflection page as someone who was trying to lend you a helping hand. It could be a close friend or a psychologist consultant. He's asking you, what emotion are you experiencing? Could you stay away from what bothers you in the future? Let's do some reappraisal on this event together. Could you shift your attention away from this? And so on and so forth. As you may already go to the point of the game, what the game does is asking the player to write out their thoughts by using these questions as guidance. All the questions are designed based on the emotion regulation model we have discussed in the previous slide. While writing, the players could find themselves actively finding out strategies that will make their situations better. If the player feels lost and not very sure about the answer, it's totally natural. The game provides the player with some information cards that they can consult. There are 9 emotion cards that describe a various of negative emotions, and 40 strategy cards that describe various coping strategies. Players can use them as great resources if they stuck. After players finish writing, they will give themselves 1 point besides the strategy that made themselves feel better. In this way, players are successfully using their own efforts to collect ingredients and finally create their own medicine that will help their emotional recovery. So, why should you invest in this game? Do you want to help college students to recover from depression, or just maintain healthy emotion regulation? This game could very possibly be the solution. Besides, the game is also very cost effective. All the material the game requires is a notebook with separate pocket in it to hold information cards. The estimate budget will be around $30. Of course, there are some areas that the game could be improved with your help. For example, we may conduct more field research to see which part of the game would be most effective and what could be added to the game design. We could also have some investments on the style design of the notebook. A beautiful notebook is always easier to catch a customer's attention. By having the game being manufactured in your hand, I believe the game will be turned out as perfect as it can be. Thanks for listening.